Hello everyone. Now in this video I am going to teach you tissue. Before this I have made two videos of chapter cell. So first of all the thing is that what is tissue? Tissue is group of cell responsible for performing one function. That means if I will draw a structure of tissue, that means cell number 1, cell number 2, cell number 3, cell number 4, 5, so many. So this is tissue. The tissue, a group of cells which can perform one specific function, that is known as tissue. As we know that the whole life is divided into the plants and animals, especially in majority. So first tissue is divided into two parts. For example, that is the plant tissue and animal tissue. This is plants. So today in this video we will be dealing with the plant tissue. The plant tissue is further divided into two parts. The first one is meristematic. The question arises, what is the meaning of meristematic? It means that the cells have power of division. That is power of division. So these cells are ready to divide. If any cell is ready to divide, it means the cells must have large nucleus with chromatin thread and nucleolus, and of course the cytoplasm without any vacuole. If this type of cells are there into the group, in that condition no intercellular spaces will be there. That means cell number 1, cell number 2, cell number 3, prominent nucleus, prominent bada nucleus, big sized nucleus without vacuole, and of course the cytoplasm is dense. So dense cytoplasm, this is dense cytoplasm and prominent nucleus, prominent big size nucleus, that is prominent nucleus, N-E-N-T, nucleus. These cells, least variation is there, no variation at all. These cells will modify after dividing and will convert it into the permanent cells. So first of all, going to tell you that on the basis of their position, these meristematic cells are present into the plant at which place. Now a diagram is also there into the book. It is like this one. Going to make the stem part, taking that is the apex. It is the shoot part, the part which is there outside the soil. So this is the shoot part, apex. Of course the shoot part, this one, from here to here. It is termed as SHOOT, shoot. One more branch, it can be originated from here like this. And making an imaginary line for the soil. So this is there for the soil, right? And root inside the soil, that means the root is there inside the soil. So this is the root. This is the root. Now, in the shoot part, on each apex, that means this is the apex. This is apex. This is apex. This one is also the apex. This one is also apex. And in the root part, this one is the apex. So meristematic cells or the meristematic tissue which are present at the tip or the growing tip, that means the growth will be there in this direction, this growth will be there in this direction, this growth will be there in this direction. It is termed as apical meristem on the basis of position. Apical meristem. The cells are ready to divide. The place from where the new branch develop, this place is to be termed as node in the case of stem. In roots, nodes are absent. But as we know that when the plant increases in its size, length, I am talking about the length, that means consider initially a stem is having this type of a structure when it is so young. But later on, after the growth, the diameter of the stem will increase. That means it will increase the girth also. This is the diameter of stem is also increased due to cell division, and it is also a type of meristem. This type of meristem is present towards the lateral side of the shoot part, and it is termed as lateral meristem. This is termed as lateral meristem. So this one is lateral meristem. Meristem. Cells are ready to divide. Again, prominent nucleus, dense cytoplasm, no vacuole. And the example of this lateral meristem, it is very important for your exam also. That is cambium. Written in the book, that is cambium. So this is what about the meristematic tissue. The characters are thin-walled, cell wall is very thin, cytoplasm is dense, nucleus very prominent, no intercellular gap. That means in between, among the cells, you can observe that the gap is not there. It is completely packed if it is there into the group. Now, after this meristem, you can see that we have written one more example, that is permanent tissue. And we know that these meristematic cells, after modification, converted into the permanent. So for the next heading, I am going to write down that is permanent tissue of plant. So this is permanent, N-E-N-T, permanent tissue of plant. This permanent tissue further divide into two parts. Number one, simple tissue, and the second one is to be termed as complex tissue. As the name indicates, simple tissue means that aggregation of one kind of cells only, and the term complex is indicating you that aggregation of different kind of cells here, but they will perform only one function. The simple tissue is of so many types. The number one is going to teach you this one first. That is, the first one in the case of the plant is parenchyma. Parenchyma. These cells are thin-walled. Again, these cells are thin-walled and living. Vacuoles are present. I have made here at least 4 cells. Nucleus present, nucleus present, nucleus present, nucleus present, as it is living. Vacuole is also present. So I am making the vacuole. Cell wall again little bit thin, and this is living. Going to write down the character living, right? Nucleus present and cytoplasm present, vacuole present, and you can observe that intercellular space, I-N-T-E-R, intercellular, C-E-L-L-U-L-E-R, intercellular space is present. The main function of this parenchyma is, storage of food. Storage of food, like it is there into the potato or whatever the thing which is actually edible for you, that is storage of food. That of course in the peanut it is there into the seed, you eat it. In the sugarcane it is there into the stem. And this parenchyma sometimes provide temporary support also. Next, on the basis of the variation, that means when the parenchymatous cells contains chloroplast, going to draw once again the diagram of the parenchymatous cells. It is like this one, present into the leaf also, green in color. This is nucleus, nucleus, nucleus. Vacuole is there, this is vacuole. And plastids, that means the chloroplast, what we have studied into the cell. Plastid is also there. Going to make only one, that is chloroplast, C-H-L-O-R-O. Chloroplast is there inside the parenchyma, parenchymatous cells. Then we use the term C-H-L-O-R-E-N-C-H-Y-M-A, chlorenchyma, chlorenchyma. Sometimes large air cavities are packed with the parenchyma. I am going to draw the cell with the packing of these air cavities like this, SA, SA and SA. So you can see here that the air chamber is enclosed. This is air chamber, C-H-A-M-B-E-R. So this air chamber, enclosed air chamber, gave bouncing nature. Basically it is present in hydrophytes, H-Y-D-R-O, Drophytes. You know the meaning of hydrophytes? Its meaning is hydro water, H2O. Phytes, plants. So the plants which are living inside the water, habitat is the water. They are termed as the hydrophytes. So they want to float on the water surface. If they are there inside the water, that even there inside the water, they give a bouncing character. They have a bouncing character. So this is termed as air chamber is there in, it is enclosed with the parenchyma. This is parenchymatous cells, so showing you the nucleus. So in that condition, the name of the cell is Aerenchyma. All these cells are living. They all are living. Right? In the same simple tissue, the next is collenchyma, Collenchyma. So what is this collenchyma? In this collenchyma, the cells are similar like this one. Going to change the color of the taking the previous one, so the concept will be more clear to you. Cell number 1, 2, 3, 4. This gap is not present in this collenchyma, right? And they provide little bit mechanical support, no intracellular gap. The corners are thick. If we are going to make a longitudinal section of this one, this is the TS. This one is TS. When we make the longitudinal section of this one, so these corners are thick. These corners are thick. There is no gap at all. These corners are thick. These corners which are actually filled, that means no intercellular space, and it is made up of the cellulose plus pectin material, PECTIN. So what are the characters? The characters are that it is living, number 1, and then followed by no intercellular space. The main function is mechanical support. Mechanical support. Now the question arises that where these tissues are present, collenchyma. First of all, see what is there? Going to make a leaf. This is the leaf, right? This part is to be termed as leaf stalk, right? And it is also termed as petiole, TIOLE, petiole. Clear? So collenchyma is present to the leaf stalk. It is also there into the dicot stem. This term is something new for you. In dicot stem, in hypodermis. In hypo dash it is dermis. Third kind of simple tissue, it is sclerenchyma. Going to show you this one. That is third one, termed as SCLERENCHYMA, sclerenchyma. These cells are dead. The meaning of dead is that is no nucleus, no cytoplasm. The cells are further divided into two parts. Number 1, fibers, FIBRES. And as you know that the fibers, as the term indicate, fiber-like, thread-like, very fine, narrow. So these fibers are present and showing the structure like this one. Having secondary cell wall, very narrow lumen, provide mechanical support, and of course they are dead. So this is sclerenchyma. The second one is along with the fibers, the second type of the sclerenchyma is termed as sclerids, SCLERIDS. or stone cells, STONE, stone cells. So these are not there in the form of fibers, they are present in the form of cells. That means this type of the cells are there. Secondary wall is present. This secondary wall is made up of lignin. You can observe that there is no nucleus inside the cell, there is no cytoplasm inside the cell. This one is also dead, sclerids is also dead, fiber is also dead. They provide mechanical support, mechanical support. Alright, and this stone cells gives gritty masses in apple and pear. दोनों को खाने में जो खसखसाहट सी महसूस होती है, that is known as gritty masses. So sclerates is there into the apple and pear. There are so many examples. I have taken 2 from your book. Now listen very carefully. What we have completed right now, that part is actually simple tissue. This one. The first one is parenchyma. When it is chloroplast is there, then it is termed as chlorenchyma. Air cavity is there, then it is erenchyma. Second one is collenchyma, no intercellular space but living. And then third one is to be termed as sclerenchyma. Now I am going to tell you the complex tissue, this one, that is complex tissue. So example of the complex tissue is number 1, xylem, xylem, and the second one is to be termed as phloem. So first of all, I am going to start with the xylem one. You know, dear students, that the xylem is a kind of dead tissue. So this is a line of demarcation for your identification. It's starting with the complex one. This is complex. Change the color will helpful for you also. Yeah, write this one, and this is the line of demarcation, right? This complex tissue, first of all I am going to define you, that is termed as xylem, xylem. The main function of the xylem is conduction of water. This is conduction of water, right? Water. I used to write like this one, this way, so I am writing this also. This xylem is made up of 4 kind of cells. Number 1, vessel, VESSEL. Number 2, tracheids, TRACHEIDS. Number 3, xylem parenchyma. So xylem I am writing in short and the parenchyma is here. Parenchyma, right? And the third one, of course, xylem I am writing in short and termed as xylem fiber, FIBRES. The fiber will be exactly similar with this fiber. Rest of the tissues, that vessel is an example of sclerenchyma, tracheids is an example of sclerenchyma. This one is living. So again going to change your color. So this is your living one. तो इसको हम यहाँ पे living लिख लेते हैं. Living. This one is dead, this one is dead, and this one is dead. Now, if we'll draw the diagram of the vessel, isodiametric, that means the diameter of the vessel is similar from top to bottom, and the main function of the vessel is conduction of water, right, from downward to upward direction. The secondary wall is visible. This is made up of lignin. When we talk about the tracheids, narrow at the tip, wide in between, and at the bottom it is again narrow. The secondary wall is also there. So this is a kind of tracheid. This kind of the diagram will not be asked into the class 9 to make, but as it is a complex tissue, so I am showing you that in what way these tissues are arranged, these cells are arranged. Simple parenchyma I will draw later on. Fiber I am going to draw. So the fiber will be like this one. Yeah, the secondary wall will be there, made up of again lignin as it is dead, and modified sclerenchyma. So no nucleus and no cytoplasm. This parenchyma is living, and this parenchyma will store food. This parenchyma will store food for the xylem, all the tissues of the xylem, and little bit also help in conduction of water, no doubt. So this is your parenchyma. Intercellular space will be there and living, so the nucleus is also present and it is there into the xylem, so it is termed as xylem parenchyma. The second tissue, this is second one, termed as the phloem, PHLOEM. The meaning of the phloem is equals to करके आप bast लिख लीजिए, the way of identification. Phloem is further made up of 4 different types of cells. So going to tell you one by one. The first one is to be termed as sieve tube. Somewhere it is written as sieve cells. Oblique कर लेते हैं, sieve cells, right? And second one, this is number 1, sieve tube. Second one, companion cell. companion cell. It is also termed as, oblique कर लेते हैं, also termed as sister cells, best friend of sieve tube. Second is completed. The third one is again writing in the short, that is phloem and then parenchyma. हर एक टिश्यू को फूड चाहिए बच्चों. So this food will be given by parenchyma always. And the last one is termed as phloem fiber. So this is phloem fiber. And as you know that fiber will be like this. हमेशा फाइबर ऐसे बनेगा. सेकेंडरी वॉल का लिग्निन होगा, lignin का secondary wall होगा, and it is like this one. This is provides mechanical support. Now the question is sieve tube. Sieve tube is living. L means living. Companion cell living. L. Parenchyma living. L. Right? But the phloem fiber is dead. D. Right. Now in the sieve tube there is no nucleus. No nucleus. No nucleus. Living cytoplasm is there, but nucleus is absent. As we know, the function of phloem is translocation of food. What is it? Translocation of food. We know that the food is translocated in all the direction. The direction is always from where it is formed towards that side where it is needed, right? And it is formed in the leaf and then it moves downward. The food moves downward. Food moves downward in root and stem in different branches where it is required. Now going to make all different kind of cells all together, because the diagram is there into your book also. So this is sieve tube, but the sieve tube does not contain any nucleus, so I am not going to make the nucleus at all. Sieve tube is perforated, is covered with the perforated plate. It is termed as a sieve plate. The tube is ready. Just beside the sieve tube there is companion cell, always and always. बहुत अच्छा वाला साथी है इसका. Nucleus is there. Nucleus there. CLEUS, right? And this cell is to be termed as companion cell. This cell is termed as companion cell. Companion cell. The reason is because this sieve tube does not contain nucleus. So the nucleus of the companion cell is controlling the function of the sieve tube. इसको भी लेबल कर लेते हैं. This is SIEVE, sieve tube, sieve cell, and the perforated plate is termed as SIEVE, sieve plate, PLATE, right? Now the rest part is phloem fiber. So I am going to make the phloem fiber and going to attach the fiber over here. This is phloem fiber. It can be placed anywhere for the mechanical support, for holding all the cells all together. And last one, that is termed as the phloem parenchyma. So this is the phloem parenchyma. No doubt it is living, so the nucleus is present along with the cytoplasm. So this one is phloem parenchyma, right? And this one is phloem fibers. So this is what about all different kind of plant tissue. And then in the next video I will teach you animal tissue. Till then, bye bye.